Konnichiwa, watashi, Claire. Hi, my name is Claire, and I'm making this video to talk about some of the things that I've been going through in the recent months, but also things that I'm understanding about myself and fully embracing who I really am. So, first of all, back in February, I was feeling really happy and I was feeling really good one day. I was listening to so much like positive music from the 60s, and I was just in such a good mood, and because of things personally I was feeling I just felt really happy, but because I didn't listen to my own inner voice and understand that I should have listened to my feelings, I was being influenced to walk around a lot and spend more time doing stuff out places. And one day I was walking and I was feeling really happy and in a good place, mentally and emotionally, but I started walking during the white walking symbol and uh, following the rules of the road, and suddenly I got hit in the knee and it made me fall down and got hit in the head and went to the hospital, had x-rays done. Thankfully it wasn't injured severely in any kind of way of internal bleeding or broken bones or anything, but I couldn't walk for a few weeks and my head was in so much pain. But then emotionally it just got worse because I was being made to feel like that I had to hide my injuries, especially on my head, and I was being made to feel like that somehow it's my fault for this happening and that I wanted it to happen even. And I know that was just a severe form of gaslighting that I was going through, and but unfortunately it sort of put my mind into this negative state where I felt so ugly. I didn't want to look at myself in the mirror. I didn't want to just feel any kind of feeling like good. I mean, I did. I wanted to feel that way, but I couldn't feel it. And even the music I listened to, I couldn't listen to it. I felt so bad emotionally, and I felt so negative because of how I was treated, and hardly any concern for me, my physical well-being, but also just being there, meaning in my day-to-day life. I didn't have that. And at the same time I'm being bullied online because I'm talking about my concern about the environment, and I'm being called stupid, and my message is just a waste of time. And it's not like it changes me wanting to say what I feel. I have the freedom and my right to say what I want to say, but just to think that people they love telling anybody that truly believes in something some kind of negative garbage that they get a delight in like hurting other people, even if it's just like little things like that are online. But still, just going through this, and then also like the society and the time era that I'm living in, it's like I just feel so different, and I just I don't believe in all the stuff that so many other people think is so important. Like being a woman my age, like I like feeling pretty, and I love like feeling good about myself, but at the same time I'm not like the way that all these women, I see them in my day-to-day life but also online. They're just like they're so into themselves, and like there's all this like negative thing over the idea of dating, and like I don't believe in like the whole thing of the hookup culture, and I just don't go for that stuff of like believing and like trying to sort of compete and show off like how much money you have, and your looks being like so important. I don't believe in that. I But then to have people telling me that, oh well, like you're a woman, you got it so great, like even if you're like unattractive, still you're a woman. And it's like no matter what people like say, I'm not going to change who I am, because I believe in true love. I believe in real romance and love. And even people that I believe like cared about me and want me to be happy, they're like telling me that, oh well, they want the best for me, but they don't respect and acknowledge that I'm truly a person that believes in real love, that real love that exists in your heart, that you feel for someone, that love where you absolutely love them no matter what, and you truly know that they're the real person that you are meant to be with. I believe in that. But I'm just always like going through so much of like other people always making me feel like that, like if I'm like looking at like something like a tree or plants, like flowers, like if I'm looking at them for a long time or I'm listening to music, it's always like, oh, are you okay? Are you all right? Like you seem like you're like is something troubling you? And I'm like, no, I'm daydreaming. And when I say that, that doesn't mean that I'm not focused on bettering my life and what I need to do all the time. It's just I love music. I love believing in that real true love that I know exists, and I know it's real. But unfortunately, because of my negative state of mind of feeling so ugly and feeling so hurt because of my injury, both physically but emotionally even more so, and because of all this like bullying, being that it was like right before Valentine's, also like just made to feel like that other women, meaning someone that of course like I know like personally, like just being made to feel like less than other women, and just put my mind into like this bad like place. And I feel so like bad about how I treated someone that I love so very much, because I know that that person loves me like so very much in a real way, and I love them so much. I'm sorry for crying, but I I had to heal how I was feeling because of everything that went on, and it's taken time. But 2 weeks ago, something incredible happened to change my life and make my life like better now. And suddenly, I feel so much better, and I feel so happy now at this point, and I'm getting ready for like the next steps and like part of my journey of being able to be truly independent and have my own life like in a real way. And but I feel like in a real way, like I feel happy, and like the last like few weeks now I've been listening to the music that I love again, and so much of it is like from the 60s, especially, but other decades too. And I just really love it so very much. And someone very important to me that I love so much has shared so much good, like amazing music with me, and it's changed my life so much. And like I love this band that they're called the Flesh Tones, and I was listening to a song that was shared with me called "Living Today." I'm so glad I'm living today, and when I look in your eyes, and that's some of the lyrics to the song, and it makes me so happy, and I love it so much. And it's like I know that being different and being myself is so wonderful. And like so many other people, they spend so much time like watching entertainment, like shows and movies, and I'm not putting it down or anything, but I love music. I love rock and roll and good like music. And I'm the most thankful last year that I met this wonderful, amazing person. And if you're watching this video, I love you so much. And you changed my life so very much. And I love you forever. And I just, I know that with what I accomplished 2 weeks ago, that was like so important for my life to move forward. And now I'm like, I'm getting to spend some time by myself without the distractions of other people. And I'm like listening to like doo-wop music from like the 50s that's like so romantic, and like songs like they're just so sweet and romantic, and that just no matter what kind of negative stuff that other people say about love, like and like what they think that life is about, it doesn't matter to me because I know what's right for myself, and I know that love is real. And since last year, I know it's real for myself. And like, even if people like that say they care about me and want the best for me, if they don't understand how I feel, that's fine. But I know it's true and it's real for me. And like, to me, I'm the kind of girl that like I love to feel like, pretty for myself, but also for like the person I love. And I'm just like, I'm looking forward to a happy future, and I hope that what I dream of is still going to happen. And I was so happy to be like listening to the same music that made me happy before, and like to finally feel like I healed from that like negative stuff that I went through, and like just all the songs. Like I love the Beach Boys, and like I love the Monkees, and I love, of course, the Beatles, and bands that like the Flesh Tones and the White Wires, and like so many other bands too. But of course, the Ramones have like really made what happened last year really happened for me, and I love their romantic songs especially. But I was like, now I'm like focused on, of course, moving forward, and I'm getting ready for all these new things to happen. And but at the same time, I love daydreaming, and like thinking about like all the happiness that I still like hope will happen in my future. And I need some green tea. I love green tea. But yeah, just like I'm so glad that I've like healed from whatever like negative things that I was like thinking and feeling about myself, and I'm just like, I was always, since I was like a teenager, I've been like watching like old movies from like the 60s, and like I love Annette, like Annette Funicello, and I love her voice, and like when I hear the song, like she says uh, uh, because you're you, like I I just like, I love romance and true love in a real way, and I just feel so happy to feel like that I know that's real. And there's just like, there's so much that at this time that we're living in that I just don't feel like it makes any sense to me. But when you find someone that shares your same like, feeling of love and happiness, like, you know that that kind of friendship and true love is so important and life changing. And I just like, I'm just so thankful to one person, like so very much, that you changed my life, and I love you forever. And I'm just like, I'm so excited for everything that I'm going to be doing, and looking forward to moving on with my life in a happy way. And, and, and I hope that if you're watching, that you're still part of of that future, and that I'll hear from you again. I love you so much, and and I'm just like, I know that I have like so much unique love and passion for things that are real, and rock and roll is like one of the most amazing things that, to me, like, there's nothing like it in a way of how cool and incredible it is. And I just like, I watch like old shows from the 60s, and I love like older movies, and of course I also love anime of certain ones that I really like love. But rock and roll is what speaks to me, and I love the music from the 60s, some of it from the 50s, and of course, like garage rock, garage punk, punk music, and just all this sort of incredible stuff, power pop, as it's called. Like, it just is also amazing to me and makes me feel so happy and good. And yeah, I'm different. I'm not exactly like like real social or anything, but I love what I love, and I believe that it has meaning. It has uh, something like really true and real to say, and I'm going to get up and dance and be happy, sing along to whatever I'm like listening to. That's who I am, and I'm not going to change or be someone that I'm not, because I know I'm unique, I know I'm sweet, and I'm happy about it, and that's who I am. And and I'm finally at that point where I'm embracing just everything about the things that I love and what makes me happy, and I just, this is truly who I am. And like the music that I listen to, I am so thankful to the one person that I love so much for making this all a part of my life now. I've always loved it, but it wasn't there in my life in the same way as it is now, and it's happening forever, just like you say, and I love you, and peace. And I really am a flower punk, because I believe in the real meaning of hippies, but also I am a punk rocker. And like I listen to Sheena as a punk rocker, like literally like all the time. So it's like one of my favorite songs. So I'm just like really excited for the rest of my life to begin with everything that I'm looking forward to. And I'll be making more videos real soon. Bye.